Hi there, and welcome to this short video from Kidasa Software about one of our coded MS Project import options, coded finish dates. This is a live demo, so let's get started. Alright, so now I've opened up my MS Project file, and I can decide how I want to code it for coded finish dates. If you look at what coded finish dates looks like, you can see that each task will come in with its finish date and an optional baseline. So first I'm going to bring it in with no baseline, and then I'll bring it in with a baseline. So for text 1, I think I'm going to group it similar to the preview. So I'm going to group it by project. So I'm going to type alpha, beta, gamma, and delta. And then I'm going to bring those down to both of those tasks. So alpha design and alpha test, beta design and beta test are all going to be in different sections. It's basically going to be grouped by project, similar to this little preview over here. So let's go into Milestones and see how we're going to import. Alright, I've opened up Milestones Professional. I'm going to go to the Connections tab, Create Report from Project, and I'm going to choose this coded finish date starter MPP file. It's the same one I've already got open. I'm going to make sure my outline level is set high, I'm not using a flag field, and I'm tagging with unique ID for later refreshes. For this example, I'm going to use create swim lane schedule using codes. I'm going to press next. And you can see I put the text codes into text 1, so I'm going to be using the text 1 field here for the code field. I'm going to say the field length is 4. Since beta only has 4 characters, it's best to keep it like that. Symbol text I'm going to keep as name, and that's going to be the symbol text that comes in for those finish symbols. And for this example, I'm going to uncheck show baseline, so it's not actually going to show those baselines. Now I go to set code names and colors, and I have 4 different codes here. So I say alpha, I say project alpha, beta, project beta, gam, project gamma, and actually I need to change this alpha to ALPH since I'm only using 4 characters. And I'm going to say DELT for project delta. So I'm going to change this background setting here, make them have nice colorful backgrounds. Okay, so each of those projects is going to be grouped into different color regions of milestones, and it's going to bring in those finish dates. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and press Finish. Import complete. At this point, I could modify the schedule, maybe change the displayed start and end date to kind of space that stuff out a little better. Maybe I'll say September there, and that'll give a little bit more space for each of these milestones. So that was without baselines. So let's do the same thing but with baselines. I'll go back to Connections, create report from project, open that same file I've already got open, again create swim lane schedules using codes, except this time I'm going to check on the show baseline button and press Finish again. And you'll see it brought in each milestone, but it also brought in that baseline date. So if I change this month again, kind of space it out a little better, you can see if we click on these symbols, we're going to get a symbol link that points to the baseline finish. And if you click on the actual finish, then you'll see it just links to that same unique ID and just a finish date field in project. So this particular one, coded finish dates, allows you to put your baseline and it'll show a slip. So this is a pretty nice little coded option. So let's say we want to group it by test and design instead of by project. I could just go back to my MS project file, and for this example I'm going to use text2. So I'm going to say design and test, and then I'm going to copy those to each beta, gamma, and delta. I'm going to go back to Milestones, go back to Connections, create report from project, choose that same option, the same MPP file. I'm going to choose all the same options here, just getting back to that coded finish date screen. And now I'm going to change this to text2, and I'm going to say set code names and colors. And you'll see these are the old ones. So at this point I could save these as like set1, and then I can retrieve those later. So let's type DESI for design and TEST for test. So I will delete these. We don't need those anymore. And I'm going to go ahead and keep these colors the same for these two. And I'm going to press OK. I'm not going to show baseline this time. And you'll see I said text2, field length 4, and I can go ahead and press finish. So now you can see all of the design milestones got brought in order, alpha, beta, gamma, and I can change the dates again, kind of make these have a little bit more space. So you can see with just a couple text fields in project, you can bring in all of your information in a totally different way with just one of our coded options, and that's coded finish dates. Thanks for watching this short live demo about coded finish dates in Milestones Professional. I hope you learned something today. And if you need to download any of the starter MPP files or the finished one, you can see that in the video description or on the page where the video is on our website. Thanks for watching.